Hi, thank you for joining. Today I want to share my favorite sourdough bagel recipe. These are made from sourdough starter, no yeast. For this recipe, you'll need 160 grams of sourdough starter, 2 eggs, 1 cup of warm milk, 1/3 cup of sugar, 1 teaspoon of salt, 4.5 cups of flour, and 50 grams of butter. I'll be using my stand mixer and a dough hook. I'm getting 160 grams of my sourdough starter. You can see it's all bubbly and ready to use. Adding 1 cup of warm milk, 1/3 of a cup of sugar, 1 teaspoon of salt, 50 grams of butter, 2 eggs, and 4 cups of flour. You want to add 4 cups and then you can add more if you need to, but you don't want the dough to be too thick and too dense. I'll be using my stand mixer and mixing the dough for about 15 to 20 minutes. But if you will be doing this by hand, just make sure you mix the dough well. You want the dough to form a ball shape. For me, it took 4.5 cups of flour total before I got the right consistency that I wanted. Cover the dough with a towel and leave it for about 10 hours in a warm place. I'm keeping mine overnight. This is my dough the next morning. You can see it doubled in size. And I'm using a little flour to help me control the dough. Slightly mix the dough, forming a ball. Cut the dough in equal pieces. I'm cutting mine in 8. Now roll those dough pieces into perfect little balls. And I'm rolling it against non-flour surface. The dough sticks to the board and that helps me create a much rounder shape. Let them rest for 10 minutes on a tray before going to the next step. Get a little flour and with your index finger and your thumb make a hole through the circle. Gently twist it around and stretch the dough equally. In a boiling water, throw your bagel dough for about 2 minutes. Stir them a little. When you see your bagel rise to the surface, you can take them out. I'm shredding some cheese on top of my bagels, but you don't have to do this if you don't like cheese. It's totally optional. Preheat your oven to 425 degrees and these bagels are ready to go in the oven. Bake them for 25 minutes. I'm spilling some water in my oven to create the steam environment.